Good Tuesday afternoon, and thank you for joining us for 22 News at 4 o'clock. I'm Nick Oresco. Feeling a lot more like November out there. Also some gusty winds. Let's bring in 22 News Storm Team meteorologist Brian Lapis. Because of these gusty winds and dry conditions, that red flag warning, Brian, continues.
Yeah, fire danger's through the roof. I decided not to go outside today. I did laundry instead.
Productive.
Yeah, I guess so. Wind's causing all kinds of problems, but at least my socks are washed.
That's good. That's all that matters.
Right. Let's take a look at our live traffic map here, and you can see here up and down the valley, we're in good shape. 91, no problems. The Mass Pike, no problems. We have had another round of scattered brush fires again today. Let's take a look at the map, and you can see here that the red flag warning continues through 6 o'clock for all of western Massachusetts. The dry weather combined with what I'm calling today the ferocious winds are contributing to these brush fire problems. Wind gusts out of the north over 35 miles per hour at Westfield, 26 miles per hour, Springfield, 31 miles per hour in Orange. Temperatures, obviously, we've cooled down quite a bit. We got up into the upper 60s yesterday. Now here we are in the mid to upper 40s, so a solid 20 degrees cooler this afternoon as opposed to yesterday afternoon. And the clouds and radar at least are showing some clearing taking place. Got the clouds starting to break up. I expect a clear and cold night here tonight. Plenty of sunshine tomorrow and a little bit less wind. We'll show you with our 22 News Storm Team forecast.
The Massachusetts Air National Guard member who pled guilty to leaking highly classified military documents is expected to be sentenced today in federal court. Prosecutors say Jack Teixeira should be sentenced to 17 years in prison, but his attorneys are seeking a shorter sentence at 11 years. Teixeira admitted to illegally collecting classified documents about the war in Ukraine and posting them on the social media platform Discord. He pled guilty in March to 6 counts of the willful retention and transmission of national defense information under the Espionage Act. The investigation continues in Russell today, where the former Strathmore paper mill partially collapsed Monday afternoon, injuring 3 construction workers. Russell Montgomery police were notified of a partial collapse on the north side of the mill number 1 just before 3 Monday afternoon. It was reported there were 7 workers inside of the structure at the time of that collapse, and 3 of them were trapped. 2 of those workers were taken to Bay State Medical Center and are in stable condition. The subcontractors are from Complete Property Solutions out of Ohio. They have been working over the last month removing and recycling building materials. The judge who presided over President-elect Trump's criminal hush money trial has pushed back his ruling on whether to set aside the incoming president's felony convictions. Lawyers for the president-elect want the case dismissed, while prosecutors say they need more time to evaluate the next steps, now that the former president has been elected again. In a letter to the judge, the prosecution agreed with the Trump team's request for a stay to consider the impact of the election. A week's delay has been granted by the court, and prosecutors must now state their position by 10 a.m. November 19th. Governor Maura Healey spoke in Middleton this morning to provide updates on the current state of the drought and brush fires here in Massachusetts. Healey said last month there was a 1,200% increase in the number of fires in the state that usually occur in October. The governor also expressed the importance of no outdoor burning.
Now is not the time to burn leaves. Now is not the time to go outside and light a fire out back and sit around one of our stoves. It's just not that time. And so my ask to the public is that you do everything that you can to minimize the risks, to protect our communities, to conserve water, and to support our firefighters.
So far, 3 firefighters have been injured while responding to the fires in our state. Back now with meteorologist Brian Lapis, who has some freshly clean socks for this afternoon's newscast. Yeah, the fire danger is still in effect. Yeah. Very windy out there still.
Yeah, it is. And actually, I just pulled up the maximum wind gusts for today. I'm actually kind of surprised we haven't had a 40 mile an hour or greater wind gusts. Take a look at these numbers. Mid-30s for maximum wind gusts. In fact, actually right now we've got 36 mile per hour gusts at Westfield and 26 mile per hour gusts at Chicopee. But you get an idea of where these gusts have peaked out earlier today. The wind will continue to blow, we expect, at least through the evening hours. So again, brush fire danger continues to be very high. It's going to be annoying to be in a parking lot this afternoon or this evening with the wind kind of blowing across open spaces. This is 5 o'clock here this afternoon. Notice the clear air, clear skies here tonight. That will allow us to cool off fairly quickly. So evening temperatures in many places will be in the 30s and overnight low in the 20s here early tomorrow morning. Bright day, less wind tomorrow. Actually a pretty nice day if you don't mind the cooler air. Noontime sunshine and then sunshine through the afternoon with high temperatures in the mid 40s to 50 degrees. We'll update weather for the rest of the week on 22 News at 5.
Trending now, My Little Pony, the Phase 10 card game, and Transformers are joining Toy Box royalty. Those 3 toys are this year's inductees into the National Toy Hall of Fame at the Strong National Museum of Play in Rochester, New York. It recognizes toys that have inspired creative play and enjoyed popularity over a sustained period. Every year, the hall inducts new honorees and displays them in the Toy Hall of Fame gallery. Red Lobster is betting on a millennial makeover following their recent bankruptcy. The seafood chain has now exited bankruptcy and is gearing up for a comeback under their new 35-year-old CEO. The company plans to freshen up locations by adjusting lighting and decor while creating new music playlists. The attempt comes as they try to bring in younger guests after the chain closed more than 100 locations this year. Well, tonight on 22 News, starting at 5 o'clock, there is a high risk of brush fires today. We'll have the latest on the red flag warning that has been in effect all day. Plus, at the State House in Boston, State Auditor Diana DiZoglio has revived her push to audit the state legislature. And with the second Trump administration set to take power in January, we'll explain what this could mean for U.S. foreign policy.
Traffic is moving along fine. 91 north and southbound in good shape, along with the Pike. 291, 391, all green. So the evening commute should be at least starting without any major problems. The cool air continues to pour in here on this brisk wind. We'll explain on 22 News at 5.
Okay, Brian, thank you. And thank you for joining us for 22 News at 4 o'clock. Latest news and weather anytime on our website, wwlp.com. There it is, and the 22 News app.